'Cause you're lost in illusions, dreams and confusion. Oh yeah, you keep falling faster, straight for disaster. Dreams and confusion. Oh yeah, you keep falling faster, straight for disaster.
All my life, been waiting for you and we can't ignore everything going on in between us. In the light, in the dark, you're my witness. All my life, been waiting for you and we can't ignore everything going on in between us. In the light, in the dark, you're my witness. I can't lie, I'm into you. I can't hide from the truth. Caught my eye, pull me closer. All my life, been waiting for you and we can't ignore everything going on in between us. In the light, in the dark, you're my witness. All my life, been waiting for you and we can't ignore everything going on in between us. In the light, in the dark, you're my witness. I can't lie, I'm into you. I can't hide from the truth. Caught my eye, pull me closer.
We're just doing a sound check for the background music. Is it working? I'm on screen. So yes, boats, we love boats, la 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 la. I don't know, yes. Testing 2, 3. I see you, Chicken. Am I audible over the music, Adam? He said the music's not on. So, okay, sounds good. Hey! Hello, hello. Oh. Have you got Chicken? Have you got your numbers ready to show? Now there's music playing, apparently. Yeah, the feed is 15 seconds behind me. That is correct. Am I audible? 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Hi, Violet and Penelope.
Hi.
Hi, Alice. Hi, Peter. Okay. So, huh?
Hi, Alice. Here's our friend Alice.
I'm making a spell of vegetables.
Yo, what's good, man?
Hey man, what's up? How you doing?
Shit, you looking fresh.
Oh, thanks,
What's
man.
that?
Got these new shoes.
Jordan 6?
Yeah, the Jordan 6, the Infrared.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Let me get that.
What'd you
Yeah,
get?
give it over.
What?
Sheesh, that chain glistening and shit too. Yeah,
Yeah, just got this
I'm gonna
from
take
the-
that too.
Bro,
Chains,
are you
bracelets,
fucking
anything.
robbing
Yo,
right
matter of fact, give me everything you got on right
now?
now.
What the fuck, man? I thought we were
All right,
friends.
like I'm not playing, for real.
Fucking robbing.
Please.
I hate you, I see.
Hey, old has told me patience is a virtue, kid. Nah, fuck that, give me payment or I hurt you, bitch. Hey, no more waiting, hey, go all out, I'm waiting, hey. Run me all your shit if you got none left out my way, bitch.
I'm not way, bitch.
Hey, old has told me patience is a virtue, kid. Nah, fuck that, give me payment or I hurt you, bitch. Hey, no more waiting, hey, go all out, I'm waiting, hey. Run me all your shit if you got none left out my way, bitch. Give me, never get unless you fucking take it, hey. Break your little piggy bank, but I don't eat no bacon, hey. Give a double piece upon you, assalamu alaikum. This your life is what you make it, I can't wait to be impatient. I said, hey, I'ma need this, I'ma need that, I'ma need all of it, hey. Give me your bitch, give me your cash, give me your all of it, hey. I'ma need this, I'ma need that, I'ma need all of it, hey. Give me your bitch, give me your cash, give me your all of it. I'll take this, I'll take that, hey. Take me where that safe at, hey. I've been broke since way back, hey. About to fix that ASAP, yeah. I'll take this, I'll take that, hey. Take me where that safe at, hey. I've been broke since way back, hey. About to fix that ASAP, hey. Them a nigga greedy, wanna get green like Luigi, hey. A-rap my
Take me where I wanna go. I know that you know I know. Yeah. The only place I wanna go, yeah. You know, yeah. With you. Take me where I wanna go, yeah. I know that you know I know. Yeah. There's no place that I'd rather go. You know, yeah.
But now I wanna go. I'm not looking on all the place I wanna go. Let's go.
try to believe in anything greater than a miracle. It wouldn't be this difficult if we try to be a negative bull. Yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah, if we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult if we try to be a negative bull. Yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult if we try to be a negative bull. Yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah, if we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult if we try to be a negative bull. Yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah. Negative bull, yeah. We could be taking control. Yeah.
Chicken John. And thank you, everyone out there, for tuning in. Welcome to Camp Tubsy. That's right, we couldn't be at the lake this year because there's a global pandemic on. But we didn't let that stop us, no. We have such an urge to build stupid boats out of trash that it happen at home. And right now I have a Zoom room full of ridiculous people. They have built boats out of trash at home and they're ready to present them to you, our audience at home. So I hope you enjoy this show. First up, I want to introduce you to the judges. Our first judge is a multi-talented Renaissance man, a verbose host of many strange and bizarre events. Please welcome Dr. Howe, everyone.
Thank you, Polly Superstar. Well, of course, we're going to make nautical history today with this contest, and we, the judges, will enumerate the place of the boat in our recommendation by showing numbers held up to the screen. A simple and always effective method. But we look forward to seeing how seaworthy or unseaworthy your crafts are.
Yes, and we have our tech person in the background, Cannon, who will be highlighting people as they speak. He hasn't yet, I don't think, because I just see myself on the screen, but Dr. Howe is here. It's not just his voice, we have his video, his face as well, because we have the power of technology.
Yes, we can see each other. I can see you quite large. You know, if you want to enlarge a screen, just go up in the right-hand corner and tag the screen and you get the super close-up view.
That's right, if you want to see big.
Untag, go to gallery view and just click it and everybody comes back.
So next up, you know him, you love him, you love to hate him. It's the founder of Camp Tipsy, the founder of the San Francisco Institute of Possibility, the author of 2 books of Is and Un. 3 books. He's a carny trickster, of course, and a bit of a San Francisco legend, especially in these circles, right? It's Chicken John. Hi, Chick.
Hi there. Hey, thanks for doing this, Holly. You did a fantastic job. This is great. I'm very happy.
Chick, we just started. I could do a terrible job, and then you'd regret your words.
You've done a great job of bringing us all together, which is what's really important.
Thank you. Yes, it is. And it is great to see you there. And who have you got in the background there, Chicken?
It's my daughter, Alice. My son, Edsel. Can you see Edsel over there? My wife, Eileen.
Hi, Eileen.
And my dear friend, Alita.
Hi, Alita. Whole gang's there. Okay, awesome. And last but not least, we have 2 judges who are very, very excited to judge your boats. Please welcome Penelope and Violet.
Hi.
Wave.
I wave.
How excited are you to judge today, Penelope and Violet?
So excited.
Super excited, yeah. I can tell.
Super excited.
Awesome. So am I. I'm excited. So without further ado, I think we should get started. And we're going to start by showing you what you might win. The first category is the Sheriff of Kidtown. Now we have prizes somewhere in this Zoom room, and the amazing maker of these prizes made out of trash is Abby, and she will be presenting the Sheriff of Kidtown prize any second, right, Cannon? Is it happening?
Yeah, I see it. It looks amazing.
Awesome. that might be the problem.
That's a necklace, right?
Perfect. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
look
that's a
at
good
that.
one.
Amazing.
That's a prize worth fighting for.
Whoever wins this is going to be the sheriff of Kidstown forever, or at least for the rest.
Forever. Well, of Tubbsy Kidstown, which never goes away. It lives forever in virtual space. So you are actually going to be the sheriff of a virtual space existing in cyberspace somewhere. So I think we're ready to bring on our first boat if they're ready. Are the skunkers ready for action? Are they ready? Yes, there they are. Okay, please.
Nice view.
I know, right? They've got the best setup. Check that out. It looks like, what is going on here? We've got a paddling pool out in the garden. We've got a boat made out of foam. And it looks like it's got a guinea pig. Is that a guinea pig floating on a boat? It's Skunkers the guinea pig. I'm going to guess that that is in fact Skunkers the guinea pig, who looks a bit like a skunk. Am I right, you guys? What do you think about that, Chicken?
That's a pretty plush yacht rock right there they got.
It's a pretty sweet ride for a guinea pig, huh? How about you, Hal? What do you think of this first entry in Tubbsy today? Hal? Where's Hal?
Well, I would
I'm
also.
sorry, somebody unmuted me. Or somebody muted me. I said I admired the unity of the theme and also the unsinkability of this boat. There's nothing like a styrofoam keel to keep it from joining the other items in Davy Jones' locker. On the whole, it seems an unusual craft with an unusual passenger.
Yes, indeed. And, I think it's a really good start to the day. I mean, we're setting the bar really high. We've got some people who have put in a lot of effort. They've included their pet in it, which I think is always a good move. Can guinea pigs swim? I don't know.
I was just wondering that myself, Polly. How good a swimmer is a guinea pig? But ideally, we won't have to find out.
I think that guinea pigs could swim if the money is right.
Everyone can swim if they have to in the animal kingdom.
Yeah. Okay, well, maybe we should start thinking about some scores for this first round. What do you think, guys? So, Penelope and Violet, tell us what you think about this boat. You like it?
Yeah.
You like guinea pigs?
Yeah, that's so hilarious.
But how much do you like them?
How much do you like them? What number would you give them? 1 out of 10.
Show them your numbers.
Hold up your numbers, guys.
Flash your large pad. Where are they? Oh, there they are.
An 8. All right.
That's a
And
big
a
score.
7.
7 and an 8.
7 and an 8.
I also am going to concur with this.
Do you just have one set of numbers or do you have 2 set of numbers, Penelope and Violet? Are we taking 1 number from you or 2 numbers from you?
They have a 7 and an 8, Polly.
Okay, a 7 and an 8. And Chicken, please, it's time for you to tell us scores. What do you think?
He says a 6.
That's a V1 because Chicken John decided to make my life difficult by doing Roman numerals.
It's
Thanks, Chick, for that. That's really helpful. You're funny. You're a really funny guy.
And we're back.
And Hal.
Guinea pig. Well, you didn't see it before, but I'm going to my screen keeps changing here, but I'll get it back and I'll give you my score, which is, as I said before, an 8. Yeah.
All right. Have we got those scores, scorekeeper? Scorekeeper.
Say Cannon, or is it Cannon? Who's keeping the score? Who's minding the store?
Have you got my scores? Yeah. 8. Yes, I have someone in the background. Okay. So
It's
we're going
Adam.
to go on to. We're going to go on to. He's doing a brilliant job so far. I'll round them all up at the end. Okay. So thank you, Skunkers. That was an amazing first entry. Hang around. We're going to do the rest of the boats in your category, and then we will announce the winner at the end. So please stay tuned. Next up, we have Felix Marker with the air-powered boat.
Air-powered, huh?
Air-powered boat, apparently. That's what it says. And I don't know if that's some sort of technology that they've created or whether it's just a fancy name for a boat. We're going to have to wait and see.
Well, I happen to know for a fact that Hal is powered by blood.
Powered by blood? Wow. Okay. Because he's a human being.
Pretty much, yeah.
Air-powered boat, please wave to the camera.
I'm getting a pin video from the Skunkers, even when I try to move back to gallery view, and I don't see the vessel that's in contention now.
Okay, we might have to go next up to Alice's boat. And we'll go back to the air-powered boat afterwards if they're here.
We are very flexible here. So
we're very flexible.
For that,
Give
we'll
us
go
2
to
seconds.
Alice's boat.
So Alice's boat is actually with Chicken John. I don't know how I feel about this. It seems like a conflict of interest with one of the judges. Nepotism. I have concerns, but
Is the administrator doing this? I'm being taken back to the Skunkers when I'm trying to.
Alice, if we can highlight, yes, Chicken John is now spotlit.
I know how to do it, but I don't like to do it every few seconds. I'm not calling up this video. Someone is calling it up for me. Anyway, where is the video you're looking at now?
I see the spotlit video right now is Chicken John. And so
All right, we're
we
there.
are ready to go. Alice, are you ready? Alice is ready. Okay.
He's placing the vessel in the water now, ladies and gentlemen, and it is floating.
Wow. That is floating. What is that made out of? Is it egg cartons? It looks like it's made out of trash, which is the idea.
Chicken, you have the microphone up. Are you unmuted?
There's
You guys got to unmute so we can hear the boat builder.
These are skewers with tape right here that we painted so that we could use them for flags.
Mm-hmm.
very good.
What about the mustache?
These were cut off from the mustache bag, and these were inside. These were the mustaches, but these mustaches were so old that we couldn't use them. We had to use the tape, and my dad used to use them, but now he doesn't.
So those are mustaches.
Cartons. And then on the sides, there's egg cartons and more skewers to keep them up. And then in the middle, there's staples. And on the bottom, there's some foam that we stuck the skewers into so that they wouldn't just go all the way down.
A fine keel.
That's a real beauty.
It's a
That's a
mustache.
real-
boat.
That's a real beauty. That's a mustache boat.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Alice. So what did you think of that? I mean, Chicken, I'm not even going to ask you what you thought of that because it just seems unethical that you're a judge and
He gave that a 10.
That's pretty much the way it's gonna go. Okay.
Okay, so it's an X
A 10.
for Alice here.
Best
And
boat ever in the history of boats.
And how? Tell us what you feel about this boat.
I feel this boat is excellent in all ways. I don't know how true it can sail, but we don't need to test it for that. I'm giving this boat A 9.
A 9. Wow. Okay. And Penelope and Violet, what do you think about this boat?
Well, I think that it's pretty funny because the flags, like there's mustaches on top. I never dreamed of that.
I haven't dreamed of that. It's very original, isn't it? Okay, so we've got a 10 and a 7 from Penelope and Violet. Okay, it's tense. It's tense competition, but Alice is doing very, very well. Unsurprisingly, really, considering whose child she is, but also the quality of the boat.
Pretty much my child, right there. There she is.
That's
Alice.
your child.
No, there's no guinea pig aboard. And look, there are other ships in the flotilla on the water there.
Those are the support crafts, you know, for fueling and for, you know, other supplies.
Right.
Great. Okay, next up. The next boat is SS Snarkles. Have we got SS Snarkles in the Zoom room? This is just like it is at Camp, isn't it, Chicken?
Somewhere.
Where you go, are they there? And they're not there, and they're not there, and then they run in, going, wait, me, just as you're saying, please, we can't wait for you anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. It's and then the wind blows them away, and then there's the drinking, which is something, you know, and then you know, it's hard to do. I mean, it's pretty amazing that we do 120 boats in just an hour and 50 minutes. That's, if you think about it, it's like 1 minute and 7 seconds per boat. Pretty good. It's not too bad.
Yes, but today, Cannon, do we have the SS Snarkles in our weight room? So
Perhaps they were blown off course.
So has the air-powered boat shown up? We have Montana with the SS Snarkles, yeah. Oh, they're muted. Let's unmute them. Hi, guys.
We made it. We made it.
Okay, come on. Showcase your boat. Give us everything you've got. 100%.
Well, there's the six pack.
Okay, so it looks like we've got, what is this, a six-pack floating in the pool? You understand that you entered the Sheriff of Kidtown, the kids category. Oh, there are children. There are the children. Okay. Okay. SS Snarkles, and that looks like it's, what is that? Some yogurt pots, some lollipop sticks. Oh, that is a very impressive craft.
It's got a detachable front bit.
It's 2 boats in one.
Detachable front bit.
Like
What do you think about this boat?
Are those authentic glued popsicle sticks?
Wow, 2 boats in one. That's pretty impressive, the separation of the boats.
Well, we see this that one boat can put out a launch boat, a supplementary boat.
I made this part of the boat. Lowen made that part
And
of
it
the boat.
floats both ways out. We
Wow,
Unsinkable crafts.
unsinkable. Chicken, what do you think about that?
You know, I like the duality of it. You know, when an artist makes a statement that has a duality to it, I feel it has more depth and more vision.
Yeah. Oh, and what's this last entry? A third boat. Is it just a bunch of popsicle sticks glued together?
I think
Indeed.
That's Logan Crafty than me and Lowen.
Yes.
it's
Okay.
flotsam.
Well, it might be time for us to take this to the judges and see what kind of, scores these boats are going to get. 3 boats, no less. So, Chicken, let's start with you. Tell us what you think. You're going to have to unmute yourself.
Unmute and hold up your.
So
I'm
that's
gonna
a
give this
B.
boat a 5. I think that was a good boat. It's a good day. I think they did a great job.
Okay. And Hal?
I think they did a good job too. I'm going to give this boat a 7.
A 7. Okay.
That's right.
And Violet and Penelope, tell us what you think. You like that boat?
Yeah, I love it. I love it too. And
Cool.
Is this boat a 9?
A 9.
Wow.
Another 9.
2 9s. Okay. So perfect. Cannon, has the air-powered boat showed up for the final entrant in the Sheriff of Kidtown, or is that our Kidtown? Okay, so those were 3 incredible boats. We started strong. Sheriff of Kidtown is a much coveted award. The winner of this award means that you then become the Sheriff of Kidtown at Tubsy, which exists forever in virtual space, don't forget, forever. So it's like an infinite sheriff's role. And
unless
in third place, we have the Skunkers. In second place, it is SS Snarkles, but a clear lead. It's Alice's boat with 36 points. Nepotism, exactly. Thank you, chicken.
From King Neptune's
Pause, please. Thank you for our first round. And you all did amazingly. Thank you all so much for participating. Tubsy would be nothing without your ridiculous boats. So thank you all.
Well, Polly, I didn't understand that we were in rounds. This is an interesting concept. Can you clarify?
Yeah, we're doing rounds, and each category wins. So we have 8 different categories, and each category has multiple boats in it, and each boat wins the category.
Gotcha.
And then, right? Have you got it? Did I not explain that?
And who's next?
Okay, up next we've got moving swiftly from the kids one to most likely to get the pilot laid.
An intriguing category.
An intriguing category. It's going to be
Just look at this beautiful prize.
to see what people come up with as a way to get their pilots laid. We're going to start with Titanic. I mean, I don't know if that's a misspelling, T-E-H, Titanic, or whether that was intentional, but it is Titanic. Jonathan Mayer. Can we please spotlight Jonathan Mayer?
Let's see her right now.
If there's no.
Apparently sunk from sight.
I was really looking forward to seeing Jonathan's boat. He always comes up with something really good. He's one of those techy, nerdy type guys. You know, he's always dealing with
Well,
the
let's not dismiss it yet. He may be along presently. Miss your thought, we can always come back with.
Oh yeah, the fabulous prizes, of course. Thank you, Cannon. Prizes come first. First of all, we want to see what the prize is. Oh, and that is, it looks like a, wow, that is a gorgeous prize that you
An
can
artifact
win.
from the actual Camp Tipsy.
Wow, that is a flip-flop.
Notice the lettering here.
Oh, with beautiful lettering there on the back, most likely to get pilot laid. It looks like a shoe with panties.
Yes, lettering on the sole and a pair of panties appended. And it comes with a handy ribbon that you can hang it around your neck with.
Right. So, oh, and it's on a ribbon. Yeah, so it can you can actually wear that with pride.
Yeah, I wasn't ribbon.
So, have we got any of the most likely to get pilot laid boats here waiting in the Zoom room?
Very anxious to
The
see.
3 boats that we're going to see are Titanic, Destiny, and Chicks Come First.
Destiny appears to be ready.
Destiny, we're always ready for Destiny. That's what I say.
Unmute Destiny. Unmuto.
Okay, just a
Destiny.
moment, please.
There you are.
Yes, please showcase the top. It's time. It's your time to shine. Now is your time to shine. Right now. Ah, perfect.
So, very briefly, I would like to explain this boat. A couple of weeks ago, I found in a pile of trash on the street a unopened package of cocktail straws.
Okay.
And according to the package, it was from 1999. So that package of straws sat there unopened and unloved for 21 years.
Paper
until
or plastic?
eventually it became its destiny. Here.
Paper or plastic?
They are plastic straws. So, but now
They were
without further
banned
ado,
in
I'd like
San
to
Francisco.
add a few more things to the boat.
We're gonna add things. Okay.
You know, I collect vintage straws.
Are those outriggers?
Okay, so is that there's
There's
oh,
whipped cream. There's wine for the christening, I assume.
what is this? Chocolate. Oh, I see. He's putting whipped cream, chocolate, and wine on the boat in order to get laid. Oh, and oil. Is that massage oil? Wow.
It's massage oil.
Earl. The Earl King.
And a candle.
Yes.
I
At
think
the
he's
bow.
taking a literal stance to the whole get pilot laid thing.
And it's a rather trim vessel.
And why is he? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's playing some music as well.
And this is the Godiva chocolate flag here.
It's Barry White.
He's playing Barry White. Wow. Okay.
Marvin Gaye.
Unfortunately, our technology won't allow.
So let's move to the judges now to cast judgment upon this boat,
The
Destiny by
judgment of
Forrest
the king.
Briggs, the first boat in the most likely to get pilot laid category. Chicken is being rather harsh with his judgment on this round. It looks like he is only giving a 3. And
That
with no
is-
words, just a
But-
3.
Don't
and-
forget, Polly, that Chicken has seen it all in
Chicken-
boat building business. Just
You
the
know-
same, I think that's a low.
I feel like his enthusiasm is a little much. I'm turned off by that kind of enthusiasm. You know, I prefer, you know, a more aloof approach.
Okay, to me it seemed romantic. It seemed romantic, but
And that's the way it was supposed to seem.
yeah. So how? What do you think?
Well, I'm going to disagree with my learned colleague Chicken John and give this boat a 10.
A 10. Wow.
Mhm.
Okay, well that's opposite ends of the scale there. That evens things out.
It'll
So it's
average
up to Penelope and Violet now.
Yes, on
to
them.
make the
it's 10.
decider on this boat.
This is going to sway it one way or
Penelope and Violet, please tell us your scores.
I like that boat because it has like those sticks pointing out, and I think that's really funny.
Cool. And it's got chocolate on it as well. That's pretty cool, right?
chocolate.
You like chocolate?
What I liked about it is because it can float really well, and yeah.
That's a good thing. I mean,
That's
boats are
what I
supposed to float, right? That's the primary, thing that it has to have happen. So we've got a 10 and a 5 from Violet and Penelope. Okay. Thank you, girls.
Love those numbers.
Okay, and so have we got any of the most likely to get pilot laid boats? We are still looking for Chicks Come First and Titanic. Is this Chicks Come First?
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to Camp Tubsy. Please
I'm so excited to
showcase
be here.
your boat, Norm.
Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from the wintry wonderland of Australia, and
Wow.
I'm very grateful to be able to be a part of this today because it is super fun to build a boat. Okay. Here's our entry for this very auspicious and important category.
looks like we've got a kitchen sink here.
Yes,
And
we throw in everything, including the kitchen sink.
it's a little fluffy chick in an eggshell.
I think it's gonna get laid.
That chick is gonna get laid for sure.
It's been.
I get it. It's
I get it.
It's a chicken thing, so I'm right there. I got it.
Right.
Now, more attempt to curry favor with the judge here.
And the presentation is really, I'm enjoying the stark, environment of the sink with the eggshell floating. It just seems very minimalist.
And circling the drain.
Is the drain gonna go backwards when she pulls the plug, or we can finally figure that Coriolis effect out right now?
The descent into the maelstrom.
It's going backwards. It's true after all. Coriolis effect has finally been. Maybe the Earth is round after all.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay, so chicken, what about numbers? Let's show them the numbers.
Yes, it all boils down to the numbers.
I give this boat a 7.
A
7. For originality and for good taste.
Okay.
There is that.
Perfect. And Hal, what numbers are we thinking for you? 3. Not impressed.
Well, I'm impressed at least 3, but to 3.
Right? 3 is the number of impressedness. And Violet and Penelope. What do you guys think? Did you like the little chick in the egg?
Yeah.
Do you think that was funny?
Yeah.
She came all the way from Australia. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's so cool.
So are you going to hold up your numbers and tell us what you think? A 10. Yeah! Chicks come first. Is so excited about that.
Well, make up for all the baby chicks Donald Trump killed, if you've been reading news.
Because the chicken and the egg, that's so funny.
And how about you, Violet?
Mom goes down the drain.
I'm glad it didn't go down the drain.
What do you think, Violet?
It's really funny that a toy chick is in the egg.
Yeah, it is pretty funny, huh? 1. 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, so wow, the twins are feeling differently about this one, clearly.
They're allowed to, and it'll all average out, as you pointed out earlier.
Absolutely. And so we're still waiting on Titanic. Have they shown up to be the last in this category? Most likely to get pilot laid?
I can't find them, though. I don't think they're here.
No? Okay, well, if it's just those 2, then are we ready for the scores?
Well, will we reopen the category if the people who haven't...
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If people show up late, we're going to just shove everyone in the least effort category, which is the last one.
Very good.
That's pretty much what you got to do, Polly.
Chicken knows, he's been here before. He understands how this works. So in second place, we have Norm with Chicks Come First, but coming in the lead with 28 points is Destiny. Destiny. And you're going to get that incredible shoe with panties, which I'm glad we didn't have to ship all the way to Australia. That would have been absurd.
Mailing hazardous substances. So,
okay. And next up, we are moving on to the unnecessary use of materials category. If we can take a look at the prize.
That embraces everything, really. And here is the wonderful prize. It's a sewing kit. Is it not?
Looks like kind of a cash prize, right?
It's got a lot of things in there, an unnecessary amount of things, one might say. Unnecessary amount of materials.
Good old American dollar, good everywhere. And your tailor's measure there. What might be a plumb bob? I don't know what that is, but also thread. And
I know what it is.
It doesn't even, I think that actually might be a dollar like ripped in half. I don't think that's even a whole dollar, is it? Is it
It's
a
not a
buck?
whole dollar.
It's
well, too bad. If it there
so
were
that really is a bunch of useless stuff in that bag, and you can again wear it proudly.
you better.
It's bric-a-brac from the bric-a-brackin.
Filched
Bric-a-brac
from the
from the
tentacles of the
bric-a-brackin.
bric-a-brackin itself.
How I said the bric-a-brackin.
Well, are you ready to release the bric-a-brackin?
Not the bric-a-brackin.
No, not the bric-a-brackin.
I feel like there's a private joke going on between you and Chicken that neither I nor the rest of the world will get.
Well, it has to do with the lore, but we'll come back to that later, perhaps.
It's like mentioning Vikings around him.
It's time to forge ahead.
Odin!
So our first contestant in the category of unnecessary use of materials is the Pump Master General, Camtastic. Oh, hi, Cammy.
Unmute.
We need to unmute him.
Hi there again.
Hi.
How's the things?
Things are going well, but now isn't the time for chit chat, Cammy. Now is the time.
I know. It's a
Pump
time for
Master
art
General.
and silly things.
This is you.
So
giving
let's
it
start.
all you've got.
Let's start. I'm giving it all I got. Here is I'm going for Chicken John here because this is a failure of me trying to put together a hot tub. He likes that fail to win stuff right there. And then so with I just decided to use all those unnecessary materials and just toss them. Oh, there's a hippo. But then, because he's pretty fun, and then I decided to kind of like I had a nostalgia from one of our Camp Tipsies that was a trampoline upside down. And I was trying to make it kind of like also be more relevant to 2020 as well. And so what we have here is basically the guts of this total failure and trying to go to work in corporate America.
Is it floating though? Is it floating? I don't
Oh,
see
it is floating. There's water under there. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah.
Hold on a second. You mean you
The
took
water.
the internal guts of the hot tub out and then
Yeah.
threw them in the water of the tub of the hot tub?
But there is water in there. I just want to be very clear about that. It's just sometimes the water's a little less. You know what I mean here?
So even
by the things.
And then there's some sunscreen because I mean this is what we end up kind
because
of
you're a
doing.
ginger, you need the sunscreen.
There's a lot of sunscreen there, and then there's a I want to say like this is kind of like the thing that's supposed to keep it clean. There's a stamp on that because it's the Pump Master General, and that's pretty much like kind of how everybody's feeling over here. And then at the end, pretty much I just want to take my hippo and make him fart in your face.
Okay. Okay, so Chicken, tell us what you feel about this entry, Pump Master General.
Well, I like the conceptual nature of it is that he took the parts that make it work and he put them in the tub and submerged them in water so that they could never work. And so it's kind of like the snake that eats its own tail, you know, and it's kind of a
Boris.
Sammy, can you please hold the camera and show us the boat and just hold it back a little bit so that we can just see a little bit of a better view of what you. I see. Okay.
Now we see it.
Okay.
And
Hal,
I see what he was trying to go for it here, and I think that it's worthy of at least 1 score point.
1 point. Thank you, Chicken.
I will give it a score. Here is my score for your boat. Just
And
one.
it is 1.
'Cause
Okay,
you-
Hal.
You will fail to win from me today.
Hal. 2. The judges do not think highly of the Pump Master General. It seems that it's only Violet and Penelope that can turn things around now.
Once again, it's all up to them.
What do you think, girls?
A 6.
Because it's really funny that like the hippo and that stuff is on the boat.
The hippo fart won it Oh, Penelope.
Well, the hippo should have been, I should have considered the hippo. So 6 from Penelope. And what's the other score?
And Violet, what is your score today?
Oh, just hold it up.
Violet? That's the blank paper.
a
Oh, a 6. Okay.
All right. Well, there you go.
Perfect.
Fantastic. I'll take it.
Thank you, Camtastic. Who knows? The rest of the round might be terrible and you might win. So please do stick around.
Oh, yeah.
And next up, we have Tracy and Dawn with the Cork Dress 2020.
Let's see that one.
I think the original cork dress was like 2014 or 15.
And yeah, are they in our waiting room, Cannon? Or
can they be seen?
Chicken, tell us about the original cork dress.
Hold on, I'm texting them right now.
I'm not seeing Don, Bruce, and Tracy Feldstein here.
Thousands and thousands of corks from wine bottles all stitched together into his giant dress that she wore into the lake, which floated behind her kind of like a queen or princess's train. It was actually quite stunning. It was pretty, on a scale from 1 to a million, I would say that it was at least 500,000, you know?
Okay. So, if they're not in the weight room, then perhaps we can move on to HMS Gratitude, which is Amani.
We do
Hi,
have
Amani.
Gratitude.
Amani!
She's texting right now.
Ahoy.
Hang on a sec. Amani, it's your time to shine.
Unmute.
Amani is always texting.
Get off the phone. You have to.
It's another call.
Okay, here. I'll unmute on my computer.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. We'll see if this works. I'm trying both. Okay. Hi.
Now you're there.
This.
Are we? This is so meta. We're in 2 places at once.
Great. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Perfect.
You're in
There.
stereo.
So welcome to the HMS Gratitude. I thought 2020 needed a little love. So I wanted to bring a little light into the whole thing. I know I'm being a little sincere, so sorry. Here's my boat. It's actually floating. It's been floating for like 2 hours, so I'm pretty excited. I want to get up close and show you the details, that it's really surreal. So can you see it? That I have Salvador Dali in the crow's nest.
By
here.
George, look at
And
that.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Is that
that's
better?
Yes.
I'm not much of a videographer. Okay, good.
There's the
Here we are.
wishbone.
There's a wishbone that I shellacked with glitter because we need all the wishes that we can get. And there's a little rose quartz for love, and it's got a lucky kitty on the front as the sort of coxswain, and a reminder that we are loved. And it's got rainbows and unicorns.
Wow.
And it's all wrapped in mylar, which is quite shiny and beautiful. And then it's resting on an altar of, this is my popcorn bowl, yes, and some magic from the ocean. So this is my totally sincere altar of love and gratitude in hopes of changing the tide of this year.
That is gorgeous. Thank you for that incredibly sincere entry. What do you think about that, Chicken?
I think that 2020 needs as much gratitude as we possibly can get. I give it a 9.
A 9. Okay, great.
Because I hate even numbers. Except when my daughter is competing.
Okay. And Hal, tell us what you think.
I like the careful preparation and thought that went into the entry for its symbolic value. And I, too, believe it should have a 9 at least this day.
Yay. And Violet and Penelope.
I think it should have a 10 because I agree that 2020 should be a happy year.
It should have been.
Give it another
10.
Hooray.
Wow, Penny. That's. What about you, Violet?
I like it because it has lots of love in it, and I also give it a 10.
A 10.
Wow.
Another 10.
Well, this
wow.
was really
HMS Gratitude
well.
has just soared into the lead.
Yes,
Thank you, Manny.
an outstanding score so far.
Okay, so have we had Tracy and Dawn? Have they showed up?
Did they
Or those
respond?
are 2
to your
entries in
text?
unnecessary use of materials.
Chicken, did you get an answer to your text from
I
Tracy?
did not. I'm sorry. I
Okay,
them, but they.
so that's a clear winner. I don't even have to count up the scores, but we will just to really rub it in for Cammy. He got 15, and HMS Gratitude got 38.
What?
HMS Gratitude adds that there was an unnecessary use of Scotch tape aboard her boat.
And you get to have that incredible prize.
And there it is.
Unnecessary use of materials. There it is.
Don't say you never got anything at Camp Tips.
All right, and we're moving on next to the least comfortable. If we can please prepare Boaty McDogface and Small Woot
Where are they?
in the background.
Okay.
I see something.
First of all, though, before we go to the boats, please can we go to the prize? First up, the prize. The prize for least comfortable is, it looks like an old pair of shades
Vulture glasses.
with a vulture.
Least comfortable.
Least comfortable.
And a ribbon to wear the prize around your
I
neck, but
see.
Not
Yeah,
attempting
those
to
don't
take
look
it,
comfortable
just
at
be
all.
Kind of a monocle, sort of a thing.
Yeah, those don't look comfortable. That's ridiculous.
Well, that's the
Thank,
idea.
thank you, Abby, for
Great
your
concept.
incredible craftsmanship.
Absolutely.
And let's move to Boaty McDogface.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I want to introduce you to our captain, Sophia Lauren Ipsum.
Such enthusiasm.
Is competing today in honor of all rescue dogs. And she wants everybody to know that just because you're a humble rescue doesn't mean that someday you can't pilot a boat at Camp Tubsy. So please follow us to our bathroom because we're locked inside because of the smoke the fires are very close to us. So please follow us to the bathroom.
Here we go.
Okay.
Our journey to the Salle du Bain.
Nice house.
Yes,
Thank you.
some real estate there.
They just
Bathroom's
bought
a little bit narrow.
Huh? The passageways.
Okay.
All right, we've never tested the boat in the water.
Oh, this
Okay,
is
well,
historic
everyone's
moment.
crossing their fingers for Sophia.
For
Okay,
pause.
great. The boat floats. All right.
Right
Now
there.
we put the dog in the boat. Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. Okay, she looks a little bit uncomfortable.
Well, she tried it out.
Okay, that's it. All right.
It was a little too, shall I say,
Not too uncomfortable.
That was perfect. Thank you, Boaty McDogface.
wow, I'm going to give that. Oh,
Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
if you can get in there.
I don't.
boy, the
Are you gonna
entertainment
float?
guy just
That's
keeps
a
up and
very
working.
sturdy boat. That looks like a very sturdy boat.
I'm enjoying this great.
It doesn't work for humans.
Chicken, what do you think of this boat, Boaty McDogface?
I think that I mean I'm a big fan. I like dogs and I like boats, and so I think that dogs and boats. I think dogs and boats is those are two things that I really like. So I give it a 2.
For two things.
I like a 2. Thank you. That was great. Nice house, by the way. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chicken. And Hal, moving on to you. What do you think about the Boaty McDogface?
Well, this may be somewhat irrational on my part, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Ah, a 10 from Hal.
He's giving the store away here.
Not
That
always.
there was a dog in a boat. Come on, Chicken. Okay, and Penelope and Violet, it's up to you guys again. Let's find out what the girls think.
I think it's a 7 because I think it's really funny because it looks and sounds like it's uncomfortable.
Ah, it did look uncomfortable, and that was the category.
It
Thank
was
you, Penelope.
To
And
the-
how about you, Violet?
I think it's a 9.
A
Oh.
9.
A 9.
Good for you, Violet.
Good for you, because dogs are cute, right? The dog was cute. The dog made it a 9.
Yes, the dog was.
Yeah. Okay, so next up we've got the small boot. Small boot.
Small boot.
There it is. Oh, hi. Is that big?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the water in the tub is blue. That is amazing.
Yes, it is.
You guys in the judging spot.
Oh, is that us? Oh yeah.
There we are.
Really?
In
Well,
the peanut gallery. That's amazing.
I like it. I like it.
Sharks. You can't see it. Oh, they can't.
wow.
Oh, there are sharks in the water.
Launch the boat, my love. Okay,
Invincible
yeah, launching the
killer.
boats. First, we got the DJ boat. Which you gotta have good music. No.
Well, I'm so happy that the DJ boat is sinking. That is making me very, very happy.
We got the small boot. It includes a husky, bunny, and you can't see them really, but there's a bird and a little guy in there.
Not since the owl and the pussycat put to sea, and
Well,
that
this
was
is a-
exploding.
This is a whole storyline. This is a whole scene.
Hey,
We've got the
zoom.
judges.
We also have
Yeah, scene change really quick.
It's like kind of a mini arc.
Yeah. It's a whole
A lot of thought went into this.
I'm feeling that. Yeah.
It's colorful.
It's like a recreation of Tipsy but with sharks in a bathtub.
Hey, wait a minute.
All right. Is it going down?
Is the DJ boat sinking to the bottom? Because that would make me even
The
happier.
boat is definitely sinking, but our boat is surviving this thunderstorm.
Oh, there's a thunderstorm. Oh, I see. There's like wind. There's wind and
There's a wind feature.
there's a wind feature. There's a storm blowing.
I
That's what
see it.
looks like. Wow.
Excellent, excellent.
That's so. I mean, have we reached the conclusion? Because I just feel like things keep coming, and I don't know whether to say let's take it to the judges because.
So in the end, they actually survived.
That boat.
They survived. Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
And we want to make sure.
Meredith, can we see a close up of the judges stand, please?
Oh, yeah, of course. Could you please?
Just hold it up to the Zoom camera. There it is.
Oh yeah.
So we have twin kitties to represent Penny and Violet. We have a one-eyed Lego monster to represent the other judge. David can represent. And then
A miniature Polly and a miniature Chicken John.
Wow.
a miniature Chicken John and a miniature Polly with a microphone and a sippy cup full of beverages. And then we have an audience.
There they are.
This also floats, but we couldn't make the thunderstorm work with it floating, so it's not really a boat, but it started as a boat.
All right, so Chicken, let's think about scores.
Well, you know, I am susceptible to flattery. I don't know if you know that or not about me, but you really got me when you sunk the DJ boat to the bottom of the tub. I give it a 10. That's what I got.
That's a 10 from Chicken John. And how about you, Hal?
I'll say 8 before it's too late.
We basically knew what kind of hat you were going to wear.
Okay, and Violet and Penelope?
I think that it's a 9.
A 9. Very.
Like the big part of the boat, how the lights were so glowy inside.
Yeah, that looked pretty good, huh?
I like it because it had that little home that we could go in when they're done. So I give it a 5.
A 5. Okay. Thank you, Violet and Penelope. So,
Thank you again for
Polly, do we have time for a short poem from Hal that we're here? We're all here. Is that a good idea or is that a terrible idea?
we have, well, I mean, if you want to stay on schedule, Chicken, we have to keep moving. But of course, there's always time for a poem from Hal. And in fact, we are halfway through the show. We're just about to launch into our most popular category, the Art School High Concept. And before we do that, I agree, Chicken, now is the perfect time for a poem from Hal.
Hal, how about that Owl and the Pussycat?
I can do that, but I think it might be better to throw it in before the last category.
Okay,
while we're waiting. For
Okay.
There you go. It's up to
I'll do it anytime you want.
Hal,
I think that might
whatever
be.
you. So we've got a winner to announce in the least comfortable round. In second place is Boaty McDogface with 28 points. It was close.
They were great.
Boot is first place with 32. Congratulations, Small Boot.
Small boot
And
it is.
the least comfortable prize will be winging its way to you.
An heirloom for your family.
An heirloom for your children. There it is
There it
again.
is.
A really gorgeous prize. So we're moving on now to Art School High Concept. If we can please showcase the prize. That is another gorgeous heirloom for your children to prove that you won on this day at Camp Tubsy.
Is it a fragment of an old TV, as it appears to be, with a channel changer?
It looks like that's what it is, some old knob.
And look at the decoration on this. That's really a fine piece of work.
Gorgeous.
I would say that this would be, well placed in any closet in your home.
Any closet in your home is
For
exactly
the
or a drawer,
bewilderment of
perhaps.
future generations.
So we've got a bunch of people in this next round. In fact, we've got, we want to prepare the Sea Witch, the Butt Kraken, the Jane Card, SS Tasmanalot, the Fountain Flotilla, and Vessel Capices. So if you can all prepare backstage, please. And our first boat up, we hope you're out there somewhere in our staging area, is the Sea Witch by Cat Green. Is the Sea Witch by Cat Green here?
Let's see the Sea Witch.
Can we see the Sea Witch?
I really want to say, oh no, not the Butt Kraken.
Well, you may get the chance to say that.
You may get the chance.
We're looking for this.
Say yes, the Butt Kraken.
It may be that we have to move to the Butt Kraken first.
Remember, if you're not there when we call you, you still have an opportunity to be judged when we reach the final category.
Yeah, we will judge you later today.
Yes.
So don't feel like you've missed your chance.
Yes, not entirely. So we'll move on to someone who is here.
So, is the Butt Kraken here? I do hope so.
Well, I'm looking, but I'm not seeing any Butt Kraken here.
These high school art students are such dropouts. Always late, never do as they're told, never follow instructions properly.
Yes, God bless them. So, can we hop over to the next one then?
We could, yeah, which is the Jane card.
Now, the Jane card. I thought I saw that one.
The Jane card.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. This is Peggy with the Jane card.
Very
Yep.
good.
So it's Jane Caird after the James Caird, which is the Shackleton rowboat that went 800 miles to South Georgia Island and helped save the guys in Antarctica 100 years ago. So my contribution, you'll see, is much the same in the DIY spirit. Sorry about this.
This is great. It's perfect.
There it is.
A matchful craft.
So it's a baggie, and the sailors are matches. And I decided that this baggie, I'm going to launch it. Right now I'm in New York. I'm in Harlem. And
I know where that is.
Are you in Central Park?
yeah, I'm at the very top.
I know exactly where you are.
That's near where my brother-in-law's apartment is. I know that place.
Yeah, you're up by Washington Heights.
Yeah. So anyway, can you see the boat?
I can see it boldly venturing out into the middle of the lake.
Okay, that was
matches. I decided that it was also a Viking funeral pyre, and we can give something or someone a send-off that really needs it, like 2020, etc. So
That's
I'm
the
going to
plan.
try to light it with this thing. Oh, there we go.
Okay. There it goes.
Goes.
And Hal, maybe a few words about Vikings as the Viking boat goes out.
Yep, and we commend its spirit to Valhalla, and if it's an evil spirit, we send it to literally hell, H-E-L. So either way, it's gone, and you know, we will continue on. It's been sent off properly. It won't stay around to haunt us.
There from the flowing bowl drinks deep the warrior's soul.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Thank you. Oh my God, it's burning well.
Yeah, that is an impressive piece of trash on fire.
It is the
Yes.
most dramatic boat that we've seen so far. And there have been some close.
I did go to official art school. I'd like everyone to know. I did go to
The
art
reflection in the water is quite nice, as Ty has pointed out.
Yeah,
Yet,
it's
it
this
still
weird
burns.
kind of iridescent green algae too. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
it looks green to you guys, but it's seriously like, yeah.
It's a
artificial
beautiful
looking.
spot that you're at. I know that spot.
Yeah, and you can probably hear the drum circle on the other side of it. All right, now I'm going to fish it out because I don't want to litter. And
Yes, that's a good thing. Get that melted plastic
it.
out of the pond.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah, that was wonderful. I'm going to start with Hal because I feel like, you know, when we're talking about Vikings, that's a topic close and dear to your heart. So perhaps you can tell us what you think about the boat within the context of the Viking tradition.
Well, aside from the fabled fury of the Northmen, everyone appreciates the poetic quality of the solitary Viking funeral, something which we've seen in the past, like the La Contessa funeral. If anyone remembers that, I'm going to give this poetic and dramatic entry a 9.
Fantastic. A 9. And Chicken, what about you?
Perhaps he needs to.
You need to unmute yourself, Chick.
Sorry. I'm going to give this boat a 7 for the 7 jewels on Odin's helmet.
Okay.
Very good.
Very good. There we go. And Violet and Penelope next.
I think it's a 10 because I love that she lit it on fire. And why did she do that?
Thank you, Penelope. Yeah, why did she do that? It's a Viking burial at sea on fire. Okay, Violet, how about you? What do you think about this boat? Did you like it?
Yeah, I love it because she lit it on fire.
I like a couple of little pyro kids. 2 10s. We're starting the art school high concept round strong here with 2 10s then for the Jane Cared.
Do we have
From-
others present for this exciting category?
This exciting category includes the Fountain Flotilla, Vessel Capices, Butt Kraken, and Sea Witch. Do we have any of these boats
You do.
in the Zoom room?
I thought just a second ago I saw the Fountain Flotilla.
Ah, here we go. Who's this up? Unmute yourself and say hello and introduce your boat, please.
There's Fountain Flotilla. I'm going to pin the video so I can see it a little better. I recommend everyone do that. And do we have the audio? Look, another small animal from the Small Animal Administration getting a bite to eat, which is always nice to see.
And it's Vessel Capices here with a fabulous feathery mask waving hello. Hi there. Unmute yourself and please introduce us. Give us all you've got with this fabulous Vessel Capices.
Hello, fabulous campers. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, loves. So in the spirit of fish and sacred geometry, we have here the Vessel Capices.
Oh, yeah.
The symbol. And here we have the wonderful scintillating tub. Camp Tubsy in a tub. It's a floating hot pink tub. And oh, who's this? Do we have some fish?
Ahoy, Vessel Capices,
There are
could you
fish
turn your...
on the boat rather than under the boat. That's novel.
A refreshing change.
Could you turn your camera sideways, please?
Yeah, turn your camera sideways, please. There we go. Perfect.
Well, this is kind of a new twist. The fish are piloting the boat.
The fish are piloting the boat.
Or at least they're supercargo passengers.
This gorgeous Pisces, vesicle Pisces spins on some old bicycle.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit. But
Beautiful.
you guys, the boat did tip over and we lost one of our fish into the tub.
Oh, better get them out.
Oh.
They seem to be doing well, though. I don't think they don't think they're free.
Oh, that was
Swimming for freedom.
So what sacred geometry floats your boat?
Ah,
Yes,
a
only
good
in
question.
America could
Yeah.
that
we've got
And just
mermaids.
freedom.
remember that the seals prefer when the selkies pass gas out of the ocean.
Ah, farting mermaids. She has farting mermaids.
It's they who are guilty of the heat
What
death. of-
more could different need than a farting mermaid to take it over the edge
Well, don't
into
knock.
high concept art?
It is very high concept.
Thank you for that incredible entrant mermaiden.
Well, there were all sorts of media there, Polly. Didn't you notice? So it is an example of the graphic and the plastic arts, and includes living specimens, as we've already seen more than once before. In this case, the fish, the appropriate inhabitants of the watery realm. So I'm
Yeah,
going to
I think that is true. It's interesting that it is the most appropriate because we've had guinea pigs and dogs on the boat so far, but really a fish on a boat makes the most sense, or the least. And Hal is giving this an 8. Thank you, Hal, for your judgment. Chicken, let me know what you're thinking about.
Well, I tell you, sacred geometry is something that it exists in the world, and people talk about it and stuff. And so, I'm going to give this a 5 because I think the 5 is the number in between 1 and 10, and sacred geometry is all about balance.
About the golden mean.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's a deep response. You know, it's a sacred geometry response. It is
It's a Pythagorean response, but now we have to go
number.
to
Yeah.
two special judges who are going to. Oh, Chicken's giving it the 5. Yes.
The 5. And we're going to go over to Violet and Penelope with their thoughts. They love farting mermaids.
As usual, it
clearly.
all depends on them.
I think it's 6 because I loved I loved hearing that the fish got out of the ball.
That was pretty good, yeah?
That was a good narrative.
It really happened.
So I give this a 6.
Okay. And how about you, Violet?
I liked hearing that the fish tried to escape and got out of the ball.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how since I didn't see it.
And
I
a 9 and a 6.
Fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mermaiden, for your amazing entry there. We're going to move on now to the Butt Kraken. Is the Butt Kraken here?
Not the butt
The
crack.
Butt Kraken.
Yes, the Butt Kraken.
You see the Butt Kraken?
Yeah, well, I'm looking.
Anyone?
But I still
Okay.
don't see it.
You know, I used to be a plumber for real.
Hidden in the depths or something.
So how about the other ones that we're looking for are the SS Tasminalot, the Fountain Flotilla, and oh, who is this? I don't know how to see what each person is called. Who is this one that's just been highlit?
That is
Fountain Flotilla.
Fountain Flotilla.
Fountain Flotilla. Okay, perfect. And look, they are set in a
In that
beautiful
video.
setting there with a fountain
Welcome.
outside. Gorgeous
Welcome.
garden.
Let's get a
Welcome
little
to the
closer.
Fountain Flotilla.
We're coming up on it now.
Yes, showcase your boat.
Welcome.
Look at that vessel. Look at the size of it.
Ryan vessel, and these are its passengers, Midnight and Eclipse. They've been cooped up at home during the quarantine, getting far too much of Daddy, so I decided to give them a little treat.
More tiny creatures. Are
Ah,
Just look at
there
that.
are rats aboard the sinking ship.
No fair weather sailors, they.
Yes, and part of their luxury vacation includes pieces of banana.
Well, the sea
Lucky-
air must be good for them.
Lucky little rats.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself at the all-day buffet.
Yeah.
Here they are, the rats, the inheritors
Rats.
of the world after the humans are gone in a little while.
In the shade, being kept nice and shaded.
Yes.
The luxury crew.
And they have their own personal pool boy.
Yes, the umbrella keeps the waters of the fountain from wetting their fur.
Exactly,
Jealous?
exactly. Oceanside view and all.
Now, I suppose it will float without a human's hand
Yes.
on
Do
it.
you want to let go of it for a sec? We'll just close it up for their safety, for passenger safety. Ta-da!
Look at that. It's great. What's it floating on?
Just floating on some high-quality pool noodles.
That is some pool noodleage right there.
That is
and a
high
nice
quality.
piece of plyboard with a very luxury string attached.
And showing the color spectrum.
Yes.
I think it's time to take this to the judges. Chicken John, why don't we start with you and give us your scores and your thoughts on the Fountain Flotilla, please.
I'm going to give the Fountain Flotilla a 3 because I think that the Fountain Flotilla is great, but I think that Pool Noodles is cheating a little bit. I happen to like cheating because I'm a cheater. I don't know if you know that about me, but my score is a 3.
Matter with pool.
Okay. And how about you, Hal?
Well, I didn't see the problem with pool noodles. I'm going to say 7. But the trouble with the pool noodle
A 7 from Hal. And Penelope and Chicken, if you just pause the music for 1 second so that we can hear Violet and Penelope and their scores.
Pin their video, everyone.
I think mine is a 9 because I love rats and I love that the rat was actually on the boat. That is very funny to me.
And the
Great.
rainbow colors of the.
Thank you, Penelope. And Violet, what do you think?
I think it's a 7 because I love rats and there was a live rat looking around on
You
the
both love rats.
Yes, that was my thought also.
Okay, thank you. That's a 7 and a 9 from Violet and Penelope. And do we have any other art students, the art school high concept artists? We're looking for the Sea Witch, the Butt Kraken, SS Tasmanalot. Anyone in the Zoom room? We can always bring you in later and shame you in the least effort category, where you will be able to showcase your boats at a later date. No?
I suppose they're not in a waiting room because
There is no waiting room, no.
All right, then I guess we have to welcome
I
them.
guess we're going to be announcing the winners then.
Yes.
So, in third place with the Fountain Flotilla, it is Christopher Hansodden with 26 points. In second place with the Veselka Pisces is Mermaiden with 28 points. And the clear winner with Jane Caird, a winner because she set it on fire and we love Vikings, 36 points. Thank you, the Jane Caird.
You're the winner of that prize.
You're the winner of that gorgeous prize. That gorgeous prize. A knob.
Bequeathed unto your issue as a rich legacy.
And next up, we've got Boat Least Like a Boat. That is going to be our next category, Boat Least Like a Boat. Now, none of these boats so far have been very much like boats, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this category, where people are specifically competing to be least like a boat.
I disagree. I think I see that a lot of those boats were boat-like. They had some nautical engineering built into them and stuff. So
In the fact that they were in water. Some of them were boat-like. Okay, fair enough, Chicken. That is fair enough. But it is nonetheless going to be interesting to see what happens in this round, where they're specifically attempting to be not like boats. And in this round, we've got the Janky Barge, Floating Igloo, HMS Catastrophe, and Nada Mucho.
Who shall be first?
Who is going to be first? Whoever is, here we go. It looks like we've got the Floating Igloo with Absynthia.
Unmute yourself, Absynthia.
I think I did. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Great. Well, I'm locked in my bathroom. I was hoping to be outside in the hot tub, but it's really smoky out there, or outside in the hot tub. But I'm here in. Let me see if I can flip my camera, and you can see
Landscape.
that I have created an igloo.
Wow. With many Burning Man references.
Wow.
So I liked that Chicken John mentioned that he's a cheater, because I'm cheating a little bit here. This is actually my contribution for Early Man tonight, where this is Arctica, and this is where you walk in to get in line to buy your ice, and you go through the door here. And of course, we have our stripper pole here. And then you exit here. There is an ice truck that brings the ice to the igloo, and then this is where you park your bicycles.
Am I right in understanding, Cynthia, that you're doubling up your creative energy and that this is going to be the effigy that you burn tonight at some sort of virtual Burning Man event?
Yes, that's exactly right. So I am repurposing my Early Man art piece as the boat least likely to be a boat, but at least it's got ice in it that could melt and float eventually at some point, right?
And that is my question to you really is it floating?
It is not. It is on the edge of the bathtub, but is not floating at the moment.
So really not like a boat at all. In fact, not a boat.
If
Correct.
it's not on the water, you can't call it a boat. So
It's a
that's
Burning Man cat.
very high in the least like a boat cat.
Well, we define a boat as anything you put in the water at Camp Tipsy. That is
Right.
the definition of a boat.
Okay. So bearing in mind this isn't actually in water,
Yes.
apart from the fact that it has ice inside it, which
Ice is
technically
water.
technically speaking, it's possible that that could be seen
So it
as.
doesn't have to float. It just has to be associated with water in some way.
Okay, so I think we should go to Chicken for his thoughts on this not boat.
Well, I think that she's getting a twofer, right? You know, she's getting one art installation for 2 events, and I think that that's a cool thing. I think that that's great. I think that the world needs twofers, and so I'm giving it a 2.
You're giving it a 2. Thank you, Chicken. And how about you, Hal?
It's ecumenical. And, a spirit of fraternity between these 2 events. I'm going to do an 8.
Okay, and we're gonna go to. Did you give a score yet? Sorry, I was off the screen. What score, Hal?
My score was an 8.
An 8. Okay. And over to Violet and Penelope.
I think it's a 10. Because it's so funny to me. And why I think it's so funny is that it doesn't even look like a boat or
Right?
Well, that's the idea. That's the category.
That's the category. It's not like a boat. It's the boat least like a boat, and it is
It is the one
very
least like a
unlike a boat. You are right, Penelope.
You are correct.
And Violet, how about you? What do you think about this?
I think it's a 6 because it's not a bow. It's like a thing that does not float. It's a store. So
Might float.
I
We
give
just
it
don't know.
a 6.
Okay, a 6. All right. So before we move on to the next boat in this category, I realized that I didn't show off the spectacular prize that you could win in this boat least like a boat category. Please,
that
let's go back to the prizes.
Let's see it.
The boat least like a boat. Is that a pizza cutter? It's a pizza cutter. Wow.
Taste the pizza.
I want pizza. Is there pizza?
It's a practical, it's a really practical prize because not only can you wear it as a medallion of sorts, but you can also use it to cut your pizza.
But if you did, you might harm the artwork that is on it. You might notice that it has been specially decorated. And like
Customized.
the others, it comes on a special ribbon and can be worn around the neck with pride.
With pride, yeah, exactly. To show that you are a true winner at Camp Tubsy.
Can I make an announcement real fast?
Yeah.
We are out of champagne.
Oh,
Someone, if you're in San Francisco, please go over to Chicken's house with the champagne delivery stacked.
champagne.
Sounds like a true tragedy on a day like today.
Yeah, we can't do that. So
Just leave it on the doorstep. Sanitize it and leave it on the doorstep.
knock and run.
So we are now looking for the Janky Barge, HMS Catastrophe, or Nada Mucho. Any of these 3 boats? I feel like is this the same people that we had earlier that had a?
Is this the new category?
Is this no? This is the same one. Boat least like a boat category.
Yes. All right.
This is, I believe, HMS Catastrophe, if I'm not very much mistaken.
Well, having fun though.
Here, we see it. We gotta get them out.
Showcase, people. This is it. It's your moment of glory. Come on. It's your moment of glory. Mills.
Out of the pool! It's a catastrophe! It's a catastrophe.
Okay, right. HMS Catastrophe, the boat least like a boat.
It looks like a common pool float toy, but we could. Oh,
Oh no! Oh no!
well, we're frozen.
It's frozen. Seems to be frozen.
That is the paintbrush stuck in the paint thing that I've experienced 5,000 times in my life.
Yes, but why do we have?
And
we
we're
got
frozen,
time
which is a
free?
shame because it feels like this is very relevant to a Camp Tipsy experience where many
killing-
times the paintbrushes are found stuck in the cans the next day. In fact, I have spent hours cleaning brushes and cans many times at Camp
By the
Tipsy
time they're that far gone,
because
it will not
everybody has to do that job at Tipsy. So
Well,
maybe this is even an authentic paint can from Camp Tipsy. Who knows? Nobody knows. Are they frozen, Cannon? Are they still frozen? Have they disappeared?
All right, we're going to try a reboot here because we're temporarily frozen in time, like Japanese.
Okay, so maybe we'll come back to them. Let's see if the Janky Barge is here. Is the Janky Barge in the Zoom room? No sign of the Janky Barge. Well, this might just be two boats in this round. In fact, really,
Unfortunate, but not something we can't deal with.
yeah, they're in worse design. They're coming up next. But we're looking for the Janky Barge or Nada Mucho. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. HMS Catastrophe is back. HMS Catastrophe is back. All right, let's give them one last chance.
The catastrophe, the tablet overheated. Where's the
Okay, give us everything you've got, Mills.
Here we go.
Here we go. We've been here before, but it's the boat, least like a boat category.
Intended
It's
for
polystyrene.
collision at Heineken six-pack.
The floating six-pack.
Just avoided the marine disaster.
And most unnecessary use of materials. Is that a prize from a previous Camp Tipsy? I think that might be a prize from a previous Camp Tipsy when they won that category.
That's very meta.
That's
Yes,
very-
it's prize.
That really is.
It's not a boat, it's a prize.
It's not a boat at all. It's a prize. Okay. So chicken, can we have some?
Well, I have to say that using a prize that you won in a previous Camp Tipsy as your boat it's very meta. It's very cool. It's very sacred geometry. All about it. I give it a 9.
A 9, an XI there from Chicken John.
No, it's IX 9.
IX.
Sources apparently.
You were holding it upside
The
down.
rest of us don't have. So-
Okay, and how?
Well, I am not nearly as enthusiastic as my colleague Chicken John. What I'm going to do is give a 3 for this
A
one.
3. Really, I just want to comment on how gorgeously presented your numbers are. How you really did a wonderful job of your penmanship.
He probably hired someone to make it for him.
Before I went to bed, I did it. So, let's continue.
And speaking of gorgeous numbers, Penelope and Violet's numbers are spectacular as well.
Got
Really
to
been
call on them.
enjoying seeing your artwork during this. So, what did you think of the HMS Catastrophe? Penelope.
I think it was a 9 because I loved how that 6-pack of cans were actually floating in the water. I had no idea it was gonna float.
Yeah.
Anything that's full of air will float. Even
That's pretty
the
impressive.
entire ship.
And how about you, Violet?
I like it because there was a pack of cans floating next to the boat, so I give it an 8.
An 8 and a 9 for the 6-pack.
Just for the pack of cans, an unexpected contestant.
And that was, yeah, nobody expected that would really change the game for HMS Catastrophe. So unless the Janky Barge and Nadamucho have shown up, those are our 2 boats in boat least like a boat category. Have either of those boats shown up? Do we see them in the Zoom room?
I do not see them.
Okay, so we're going to announce the winner of this round. In second place, this was a close one, but in second place with Floating Igloo is Absynthia with 26 points. And in first place with HMS Catastrophe, it's Mills with 29 points. It was all about that floating beer can edition. Well
Yes.
done. Congratulations.
Floated in and changed the score.
Yeah.
You won a prize with your prize.
So we're moving on to the worst design now. So if we can showcase the worst design prize so that these folks can see the incredible prize that will be shipped to them.
Hold it up, Abby. Let's see this.
The worst design here. Again, on a ribbon to wear around your neck.
Just pin your video and you can
beautiful-
see closely. It has a star, 2 stars.
2 stars.
And glasses, as though stars in the eyes prevented the maker from seeing the design's terrible flaws. And it comes on a ribbon, like the others that you can wear around your neck. Really,
And really impractical as a pair of glasses. A really bad design there. And so we're going to be moving to our first boat. We've got 2 in this category, Not Penny's Boat and Flatu Weasel. If either of those boats are that, here we go. It's Flatu Weasel.
the Flatcher Weasel is here.
And do you want to unmute yourself, Jimmy?
Unmute and we'll pin your video.
And tell us about the Flatu Weasel and showcase your boat for us, Jimmy.
Well, you see, the Flatcher Weasel was developed very, very quickly because we're down in Los Angeles. We're in a parking lot. I'm going to show you the parking lot that we're in.
Excuses.
Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And so we're in a parking lot, and the Flatcher Weasel, really, we noticed as we were making the Flatcher Weasel that the 2 of the judges have a particular eye for some very good bad design concepts. So we've tried to include them on the Flatcher Weasel here. So what you see before you is a Starbucks cup cover floating in a cap in some iced tea from yesterday in a cup, and it's got behind it because 2 of the judges were really into some of the parts of the other boats. We've drawn a rat because we noticed that rats are really trending, and we've drawn a 6-pack of cans because 6 packs of cans are trending, and we've drawn a fish that's escaping because escaping fish are trending, and we've drawn some fire because that's also trending right now. And you know, we're in Los Angeles, so whatever's trending is what's happening. And here's the Flatcher Weasel. Here's the Flatcher Weasel's performance, as I'm sure you've all been waiting.
And it goes down to Davy Jones' micro locker.
So you're
There it is from a parking lot in Los Angeles.
copying design features from other boats in a blatant attempt to steal the affections of Penelope and Violet and their good scores. We're going to have to see if that works
If it
or not.
works, yes.
Maybe we should start with Penelope and Violet this time, seeing as this was so geared towards their mentality today. Penelope and Violet, did you see the Flatcher Weasel? Did you see how he drew little pictures of everything that you liked on a piece of paper so that you would give him good scores?
That was so cool, and for that I give it an 8.
And 8. It looks like it worked. And Violet, how about you?
A 10.
A 10. Jimmy, that worked. It looks like it worked. So Chicken John next. Let's see what Chicken thinks.
Well, I really like that their boat had a straw in it. That was my favorite part, was the straw.
Those are banned up here.
Yeah. And I wanna give it a straw.
Oh, I see.
I want to replicate their straw and give my own straw to them. I give them.
It's traditional for Chicken to
Slash.
bust Jimmy's balls all the time, right? So there you go, Jimmy. You get a 1. Surprised? I'm not. Okay, Hal, how about you? What did you think of the flatter weasel?
Well, I feel the same severity that Chicken John feels, and yet at the same time, one has to give them points for paying attention, following along, being current, and desperately improvising. And so my judgment is a 4.
A 4. Okay, so we're moving on now to Not Penny's boat. Can we see Not Penny's boat in the Zoom room?
I can't.
Now, there's only 2 in this category. So if Not Penny's boat isn't here, then the Flatty Weasel will win by default.
Yeah,
outrageous! Outrageous!
What's the matter with these fair weather
Jen
sailors?
and Mike should be around somewhere in the Zoom room with Not Penny's boat.
So there is a Zoom room. I mean, a Zoom anti-room. I
No,
don't.
we're all in here.
We're all in this together.
Someone find Not Penny's boat.
I can't see it, but. you never know.
Okay. Cannon, can you see them? They are not here. Okay, well then there's only one person who, with the pathetic score of 23, comes in first place by default. It's Jimmy with the flatter weasel.
How about that? It was fate.
It was fate. 23, that's right.
Complete.
23, it's a magic number. And we are now moving into the very last category of Tubsy. And we really hope that you're out there in this room.
All those who
gonna
have
be-
not showed up have an opportunity now to come and enter this final
If you
category.
haven't, yeah, thank you, Hal. If you've been here but you've missed your category, please just chime in now. Wave your hand frantically to Cannon, and he will spotlight you.
We have Peggy, we have Ty. They have not appeared yet. I don't know if they have entries. In
It's
this.
possible that they are just standing in the lake without a boat, which is something
Friendly
that I've
observer.
done many times myself at
Mhm.
Camp Tipsy.
Or swimming, in my case. Oh, she's not dressed for company. Too bad we can't see that. And then what about Peggy?
We are looking for Charlie, Hasenbeck, and Timmy with their boats, Pacific Party Pontoon and HMS 912.
They sound great, but we gotta see them. Well, you see, now I thought we should delay the poem, and this is why. So we'll do the poem while we're waiting for them to come.
Perfect. Let's do that.
What was that?
Are you gonna do the owl and the pussycat?
Yeah.
Since you requested it, I am.
Let's do a poem and then let's do the least effort category.
All right. We hope that the entrants that we're missing will show up during this brief recitation. The Owl and the Pussycat by Edward Lear. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The owl looked up to the stars above as he sang to a small guitar. Oh, pussy, oh, pussy, oh, pussy, my love, what a beautiful pussy you are. You are, what a beautiful pussy you are. Pussy said to the owl, why, you elegant fowl, how charmingly sweet you sing. Come, let us be married. Too long we have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring? So they sailed away for a year and a day to the land where the bong tree grows, and there in the wood a piggy wig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose, a ring at the end of his nose. Sir Pig, are you willing to sell for a shilling your ring? Said the piggy, I will. So they took it away and were married next day by the turkey who lives on the hill. They dined upon mince and on slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon, and hand in hand at the edge of the sand they danced by the light of the moon, they danced by the light of the moon.
Thank you, Hal.
My pleasure. Do we have anybody come in that interlude?
That is actually how, when I was a child, that was my favorite thing to be read to me when I was going to bed. So whenever you recite that, it always makes me so happy. So thank you for
How
that.
about the Jumblies? Did you like that one?
I loved the Jumblies. I loved the whole book.
Sale too. Now I see we have Zev Hoffman on the screen. Is
Zev
that?
Hoffman? What is he doing there? He didn't even enter a boat.
But maybe he's here to save
Maybe
us
he's
from a
here with the
category
least.
with no entrance.
What? This is. Are we showing Camp Tubsy here? Camp Tipsy, rather? Wait a second. Oh, if only we were there, Zev.
Yes. Unmute if you're muted.
That's brilliant. Happy birthday, Zev.
Need to unmute. Oh.
His microphone doesn't work.
Of course, you can unmute, but your mic has to be turned up. Lid up.
And do you have a boat to enter? No, you don't have a boat.
He's signaling no.
That is the least effort that I've seen. Okay, have we got Timmy or Charlie here with their boats? Their least effort boats? Zev doesn't have a boat.
What about Jane? Jane doesn't have a boat?
He doesn't have a boat. Nobody has a boat.
Well, you gotta have a boat.
Well, I don't know what to do. The least effort hasn't even shown up. Hang on a second.
Except
Maybe we've got a last minute entry here.
Where?
Do you want to lean in so they can see you? This is Adam, everybody.
Hey, Adam.
Captain Adam.
Captain Adam.
Hello.
So the least effort category, you're the only person that's shown up, and you didn't even bother to fill in the form.
No.
Okay.
Couldn't be bothered.
So,
I thought about it.
Okay.
Oh, paperwork.
So what's your entry?
It's kind of, it's a little lid with a sort of piece of screwed up tape in it. Really.
A lid with a piece of screwed up tape.
Okay.
I'm pinning the video so I can see it, and it's floating.
Yeah, please hold that up nice and close.
Yes, well, look at that. Floating. There. What's in the middle of it? Screwed up tape. That's right.
That's a lid with a bit of trash in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
A lid would always be.
So I guess we should go through the motions, even though there's only one entry in the least effort category, and he didn't even bother to fill out the form. Chicken John, it doesn't really matter what score you
It
give.
doesn't matter. He's gonna win. Whatever we.
Well, I happen to be a big fan of people who don't like to fill out forms, because I don't like to fill out forms. I kind of hate bureaucracy. I give it a 10.
A 10! Wow! That's a great score there from Chicken. Thank you. And Hal, how about you?
At the other end of our numbers, I'm going to.
Number one.
Yes.
Fair enough, to be honest. Fair enough. And Penelope and Violet, let's go to the girls for this last score. We've got a 10 from Penelope. And a 10 from Violet.
What
and
a
the
crushing
grinning,
victory.
proud father, Jared, there in the back. Hello.
I have a last minute entry if you're willing to consider it.
Oh, you have a last minute entry as well?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess we're just gonna go with the flow here at Tubsy. Bring out your boat. Let's
May I
see
see a
it.
Prize for
always a
this
mistake.
unannounced category.
Well, I think you have to score everybody else first.
Okay, pause. Maybe we can just bring out the prize for a second because I think I forgot to do that again, didn't I? The least effort category. This is the prize here, which actually looks like some effort has gone into the creation of it.
The irony of it. Yes, Abby is showing it now, so pin that video, get up close, and you can see it says least effort, and there is a fiendish-looking child mounted on a goose, or is it a large duck? No, it seems to be a goose, and the child is holding an iron bar, so you don't want to mess with it.
Really quite scary.
And the whole thing is mounted on a ribbon once more. It can be sported with pride, and there are
It's a bike reflector.
That's a what?
It's a bike reflector or a reflector.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
and it will reflect well on you if you are lucky enough to win it.
And so let's take it back to Violet and Penelope so that Jared can showcase his boat. Now, again, we're seeing a case of nepotism here, and he, of course, has double the chances of this affecting his score because both of his children are... okay. We can't hear you. Speak up.
I'm in a bathtub, and I'm going to give myself a haircut.
Okay. He's in a bathtub. This is the least effort.
Like a good haircut, don't you think?
It's not easy to give yourself a haircut, so there is.
So it looks like Jared is shaving his head.
There's a little bit of water from the last time I took a shower.
Yeah. Well, you may not be able to empty the water after the hair in the sink drive somebody.
Wow.
I needed a haircut really badly.
Yes.
So, what a better place than in a bathtub to do it. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of a Friar Tuck, if that's all right with you. Wow, what do you think? Huh?
Wow.
Girls, you want to give me some scores?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All right,
I mean,
we have some
this
score.
is I really feel like this is a beautiful ending to Camp Tubsy. This is really in the spirit of the event. There's no boat. It's just a man shaving his head with seemingly no purpose at all. In fact, he didn't even enter the contest. He just decided to show us his haircut, which is a pretty intense new do you've got there, Jared.
Thank you.
Enough hair to stuff a pillow. When
So maybe we should start with Chicken to give some prizes.
Very well. Let's go to
To give
Chicken
some
John.
scores. Chicken seems to have given us a number that doesn't exist in reality, which is -0. And I don't know how that affects the scores.
Hey, I thought that's a non-number, so it can't affect the score. But I thought we were not supposed to trespass
in
outside
fact,
the 1 to 10.
In the rules written in law by Chicken John, we don't allow numbers that aren't between 1 and 10. So you're going to have to, unless you give us a proper score, we're going to have to default the winner to the head shaving Jared Hirsch.
Yes, well, that's the way contests are. Our love of the correct procedure impels us.
Okay, we're gonna cut to Dr. Howe.
Wait, no, get back to Violet because she's just showing her score.
Okay, Violet and Penelope, if we can go, okay, here we go. In a clear case of nepotism, or maybe not, because they didn't actually think that highly of it. It's a
They're
6
very scrupulous.
and a 9 from Violet and Penelope. And they seem not that impressed with their own father's late entry into Camp Tubsy. Although, to be fair, Violet does give it a 9. That's not a bad score. That's not a bad score.
No, pretty
But
good.
Penelope was unimpressed.
Yeah, we know who's getting the inheritance now.
So can we pan back to Jared's hair and just see the end result? If you can please, like, let's can you turn around for us and show us your handiwork there, just so that we can really have a good. That is looking very good, Jared. I'm really glad that you did this for us here. Okay, and how do you feel about this least effort entrant?
Well, once more, the contestants are few, so that skews the number. But here you go from me.
A 3.
As 3 are colluding here, why not?
And so, before we end what has been an incredible day, an incredible show, I'm just going to ask if there's anyone else in the Zoom room who hasn't yet had their boat showcased. You can enter. Oh, Charlie is here.
Hello.
Really doing well in the least effort category by showing up late. That's going to count for you in the scores.
I believe I showed up right on time.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, in that case,
see what
if
you
you
got.
would please show us your boat.
All right, hold on. I want to wait till Chicken can hear me. Chicken, can you hear me? Okay, you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, Chicken. My boat is Connection. It's all of us, and it's none of us.
Okay.
That's it? That's your boat?
All of us and none of us.
It's a statement. Your boat is a statement piece because there is no boat. It's just a statement. Am I right?
It's more of a poem, Polly.
So you have nothing to show us.
Connection, comma. It's all of us, comma. It's none of us.
Okay, so if we're connecting, it's me and you, then I give you a 3 for me and you and them. So.
Okay. That's 3 from Chicken John. And how do you feel about this boat? There is not a boat.
For me,
Another
2,
3.
because remember, it's the least amount of effort that we're talking.
He literally didn't build a thing. I mean, at least Adam
Well,
put
you've
a
got
piece
to
of
give
crunched
some
up
points for
tape
that.
in a.
So, I'm giving points away here.
Yes. And Penelope and Violet, it's really down to you who's going to win
As
this
always,
next category.
you're the ones who are going.
You are the deciders yet again. Penelope.
I think it is an 8.
And
because why I think it is an 8 is because I loved that message.
Yes, the sentiment is good.
the sentiment is worth an 8 to Penelope. And Violet, how about you?
I think it's a 10 because I love.
Okay, a surprising change of fate here for Charlie and his statement about connection. Which was the name of that boat, by the way, is the Pacific Party Pontoon, apparently.
If you say so.
Charlie, no, we can't hear you.
Okay, I'm unmuted now. Great, thank you. I'd like to give a shout out to the girls because with the score of 8, I like that 8, but the score, it actually should be on its side because that 8 should be more like this because connection and infinity join in connection.
Okay.
All right, now you won. You can stop now.
Okay. And finally, is there anyone else out there? Timmy, is Timmy there? Anyone else there?
Where?
Or is this the final score from our incredible day?
This is the moment if anyone else is going to come in, but apparently not.
Okay, and our scorekeeper comes back to us with the results of the least effort round. In third place, nobody was really impressed with Jared's haircut. In second place, the Pacific Party Pontoon, which became a statement about connection, Charlie. And then in first place, which we have to maybe question because the scorekeeper was the one who counted up the scores, and this was his boat.
It's okay. It's okay.
It was Captain Adam, sorry, with a lid with a bit of screwed up tape in it. Your moment of glory.
It was well done.
Really can't wait to get that prize shipped here. Thanks, Captain. Well, what an incredible day it's been. Unlike the show that happens on the lake, we are ending bang on time. Look at that, it's 4 o'clock. Amazing. We still have some amazing virtual camps for you to explore. We've got the Mermaid Cove, where there are stories and puppets and very strange things happening. We've got the Goth Camp, where they're just really miserable all day playing goth music. We've got the Whale, where if you're lost your bearings, if you need guidance, if you're looking for that advice from the deep, you can get that from the Whale. And Dog Captain, if you're interested in checking out the Dog Captain. Oh no, I think Dog Captain is done because he was in the competition. So thank you all. Chicken, let's go to Chicken for some final words before we leave Camp Tubsy for the day.
Yes, we need to thank everyone.
Well, I had a great time. You know, this is my first Zoom call ever. It was actually really fun. I really like this. Maybe we'll just do this instead of Tipsy from now on. What do you think?
Well, it'd certainly be a lot less work for you.
None of that water involved.
Thank you, Chicken. And Hal, some final words, perhaps?
Well, we've seen ingenuity here in the face of plague, pandemic, the burnt out ends of smoky days, fires, and the apocalypse of the end times. And still, Camp Tipsy, or in this instance, Camp Tubsy, holds up its standard proudly. Even if we're all going to be scuttled and go down to the deep, we do it proudly here. And who knows what the next year will bring. In the meantime, it's good to see that ingenuity and impudence have not died out. The powering spirits of Camp Tubsy, and in a larger sense, Camp Tipsy. And it's been a privilege to participate, and I thank you all.
Thank you, Hal. And Violet and Penelope, some last words from you. Did you have a fun day judging the boats?
Yeah!
Amazing. You did so good. You were the stars of the show. And thank you to our judges. Thank you to Canon for being our behind-the-scenes tech master. Thank you to all of the amazing boat builders who put in so much effort and so little effort at the same time. Thank you to our virtual camps, which will still be going for another hour, so you can still click around the map and go and explore. Thank you to all of our winners. You did such an incredible job. And the prizes, thank you, Abby, for making those incredible prizes.
Thanks,
Happy
Abby.
birthday, Zev. And thank you all. It's been a great day. I'm really looking forward to getting out of this bathtub now. I like clicking to people on their phones. That's hilarious. Thank you, everyone. And good night. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah.